Hello Internet, and welcome to our leveling guide on Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix on the PlayStation 3. So, for a leveling guide, this is going to not be that specific, and is more going to be about what I did, and what I suggest you doing as well, if you want to hit a level 100 on Sora, and be able to take down some of the really hard challenges that are found throughout this game. So the first thing is first, we actually want to make sure that we get any experience raising equipment, accessories, whatever. We want to get those as soon as possible so that we can equip those on Sora. The first one that is possible to get is from the 100 Acre Wood minigame area. So once you complete that entire world and basically lock the keyhole in that world, even though it doesn't necessarily have a keyhole, you will get an experience raising accessory. Equip that immediately on Sora and use that throughout the rest of what you have to do in-game. Now, I would assume that because you want to hit level 100 on Sora, that also means that you probably want to get his Ultima weapon and the best stuff possible for him, which means that you have to synthesize every item in the game. What's good about that, though, is we can be leveling while we're gathering all of the synthesizing items required for the Ultima weapon. What I would do immediately, though, is to look and see what items are available for the Experience Earring that is available in the synthesizing shop. Now, this is basically a free experience item you can get as long as you can get the synthesizing stuff, so that should be your number one priority of synthesizing items to get. Once you're at the point where you can synthesize that, go ahead and do that and equip that on Sora immediately. From here, just keep gathering all of the synthesizing items. If you don't know what those are or anything, there will also be a synthesizing guide up on my channel, probably today, that will be coming out. So go ahead, enjoy that, watch that, and you'll see that we gained close to 40 levels just by doing that. Now, if you aren't into synthesizing and you're not worried about that, you just want a high-leveled Sora, or maybe you just need to level up just a little bit more, well, after sealing Hollow Bastion, you can head on over to Traverse Town, and in Traverse Town you want to go to the 2nd district and you want to make a loop. Now, it will actually be appearing on screen right now, this loop that will happen, but basically you start in the hotel, and you don't have to have Encounter Plus equipped for this. And you just run through all of these rooms, first down the hallway, defeating all of the defenders, and then you kill all of the wizards, and then you go into the green room. From the green room, you'll kill all of the spooky ghosts that are there, then you'll go into the next room, which has a bunch of dark balls. These enemies are super easy to kill, and you can do so pretty fast. After killing them, you want to just go on into the hallway again, and you just want to keep making this loop as much as possible. If you get bored, however, you can head on over to the Gizmo shop. I found that that was a little bit more fun for me. It was a little more interesting, and it wasn't as much of just running a big circle killing enemies. It was like, oh, these enemies just appear in front of you. So that was a good place to do it. You can also, of course, just go to the World Terminus. That is another option that you can do, is you can go there where right after we fought Chernobog, or right before we fought Chernobog, rather. You can go there and fight the enemies that are located in all of those worlds. If you just keep going world by world by world, you'll rack up that experience points in no time, and at least you'll have a change of scenery every once in a while. Now, if you're leveling earlier in the game, I don't really suggest it, just because you don't really have access to all of the synthesizing things that you need until a certain point in the game, so I really don't suggest leveling early, but if you are, anywhere that there are a massive amount of enemies that you can easily exit and go back into 2 screens away, so you need to exit 2 rooms further away and then go back to that room and it will be repopulated with enemies. That's always a good idea, although there really is no trick at lower levels without access to the experience gaining things as well as certain enemies and areas. Of course, you could also do the Ice Titan trick. So I will have a video of the Ice Titan out on my channel. However, I will say on Proud Mode, he's a little bit too difficult to actually level from, and I think it would just be a better idea to just farm the Heartless, like I was doing anyways. Another option for leveling is, of course, the Hades Cup. You can do the Hades Cup as many times as you'd like. You can start from anywhere. You can start from the 10th seed and just go all the way down after Hades to the Rock Titan, who does give you a massive amount of experience. I just think it is faster to do the hotel loop. I do think that the hotel loop is the fastest option in the game. Of course, there is also the rare Truffle trick that you can do, and I would highly suggest doing this in Neverland, where you can fly. So if you go to the ship of Neverland, there's going to be a bunch of blue truffles running around after you seal the world. You want to just hit them into the air, but be flying. If you can do that and keep hitting them, you don't have to follow them at all. All you have to do is lock on and hit X when they get close to you, and you will hit them up into the air. And since you can hit them all over the place because there's not a ground, you can just keep hitting them. Don't let them fall into the water though, and you'll get a ton of experience from doing that. Overall, this was just a really quick leveling guide onto Kingdom Hearts, how I did it, how I would suggest you guys doing it, because it is super easy. If you have any other suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, never give up, never surrender.